A question we get asked all the time is, when's the best time of day to run? And after looking through the research, we actually found that there is a small window where it's the best time to start your running routine. If you want to see success, in this video, we're going to discuss how to build a successful running routine using recent data and research. The American Heart Association recommends adults get at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity per week, according to a study published in the Journal of Sports Medicine and Physical Fitness. The optimal time to run is between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. The results showed that participants who ran later in the day had better performance on their 2-kilometer time trial. But they also adhered to the running plan less than those who ran earlier in the day. However, another study found no significant differences in performance or adherence to a training plan based on the time of day that participants chose to run. So what does this mean for you? Ultimately, it's up to you to find what works best. First, make sure you have the right gear. So here are some tips from the experts on how to make it easier. This includes comfortable shoes, clothes, and any other accessories that you may need. It's also important to find activities you enjoy and that fit into your lifestyle. With the right mindset and approach, you can establish a successful running routine that you can stick with long-term. Make sure everything fits well and is in good condition. You should also ensure that your body is properly fueled before a run. And this means eating a healthy meal or snack that is high in carbohydrates and low in fat. This will give you the energy you need to power through your run. And don't forget to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water before, during, and after your run. Proper hydration will help you maintain your body temperature and prevent cramping. If you're able to squeeze in a run during the day, then give it a shot. This will help prevent injury and allow your body to recover. Thanks for watching. Finally, it can be helpful to have a plan in place before you start running. We also welcome your comments and suggestions for future videos. This means knowing what route you're going to take, how far you're going to run, and how fast you're going to run. Having a plan will help you stay focused and motivated while you run. But don't be discouraged if you can't maintain that schedule. Just do your best and be consistent with the time that you choose. But why? Well, according to the study, this is the time where body temperature. If you live in an area where it's not safe to run during certain times of the day, then you may need to adjust accordingly. For example, if you live in a big city, then you may want to avoid running alone late at night. First, make sure you're setting realistic goals. In this case, it may be better to run earlier in the morning or during the day when there are more people out. And heart rate are elevated and closer to their peak levels, which means you'll be more efficient while running. But there are ways to combat this. Running has been shown to have numerous physical and mental health benefits. According to a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, running can improve sleep quality, reduce stress and anxiety, and boost your mood. You'll get there eventually. Another study published in the Journal of Neurology. Neurosurgery and psychiatry found that running can reduce symptoms of depression. Plus, running is a great way to explore your surroundings and get some fresh air. If you're just starting out, don't expect to run a marathon right away. There are plenty of ways to mix it up and keep things interesting. Slowly build up your mileage and be patient with yourself. Also, it's important to find activities that you enjoy doing. Running doesn't have to be boring. Try running with friends, exploring new routes, or listening to music or podcasts while you run. And don't forget to reward yourself for reaching your goals. For someone just starting out, it can be challenging to work up to these recommendations. This doesn't mean with food, but maybe with new running gear or a massage. But don't worry if you can't make it to the gym during this time. Another study published in the International Journal of Sports Medicine found that people who ran in the morning had similar performance and health benefits as those who ran in the evening. So it's really about finding a time that works best for you and your schedule. It's important to note that there might be some exceptions. For example, if you're training for an early morning race, then it may be beneficial to adjust your schedule and train at that time as well. But what does that really mean? So instead, focus on building a routine that you can stick with by starting small. Start with just 2 runs per week, and once you can comfortably complete 2 runs per week, add a 3rd run. And if you still feel like you have more in the tank, then add additional runs. This gradual progression will help you stay consistent and prevent injury. We all also highlight the best time of day to run if you want to stick with it long term. So let's dive in. First, let's look at the frequency of running. Now let's talk about what time of day is best to run. One study looked at the effects of different running times on performance and adherence to a 12-week running program. Let's take a deeper look at the data. Another factor to consider is safety. One of the biggest challenges to establishing a running routine is finding the motivation to lace up your shoes and hit the pavement. Speaking of rewards, it's also important to acknowledge the benefits of running. We know that establishing a running routine can be challenging. It's also important to listen to your body and take rest days when needed. Remember to ease into your running routine and gradually increase the frequency, duration, and intensity of your runs. And if you liked this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content.